Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review that's been a little bit in the making, or a while in the making, I should say, and it is on the Sigma brush roll. Now, the reason this is taking so long is a couple things. I first purchased the SS109 and the SS182 brushes, which I thought were okay, but I wasn't like absolutely thrilled with. But I knew I had to buy the whole set. And by the way, guys, I purchased this. It was not given to me. I purchased it myself so that I could give it a fair shake. And so I purchased the whole set. And then when I got it in, I didn't want to go by initial, just first touches. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to give it a fair shake. And what I did was, most recently when I went on vacation, is I took this brush roll with me, and I didn't take any of my MAC brushes. So that way I had to use these, because what happened when I had it at home was I tried them here or there, but I didn't use them consistently. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. Some of the brushes, it comes with a brush called the SS150, and the 150 is the big fluffy brush, and here's my MAC 150. Okay, now first off, you can tell the difference is the MAC is more rounded, whereas the Sigma one goes up further through the top. Both extremely soft brushes. The density, fairly similar. My MAC one sheds, my Sigma one's shedding. So no differences there. I would say of these two brushes, I'm going to go brush by brush and then give you an overview. Of these two brushes, I like the way that this is tapered around a little bit more for my powder. It gets into the caps easier, and then I can just buff it. But this works really well. Great brush. And by the way, the Sigma brush rolls also come with the brush guards. So that makes it great for traveling. And the whole intention of why I purchased this wasn't just to do reviews. This brush roll is going to be my travel set. So the next brush that I have is the SS187. That's the skunk brush, or the stippling brush. And this is my MAC 187. Now, I will say this. On this one, if you look at them, this is the Sigma, this is the MAC. The Sigma is much denser, and this is even after uses, guys. So that's another thing that I wanted to look at. I didn't want to just look at them right off the bat and say, oh, this one's more dense than this. It is more dense, and I have used it. They both shed, again. I find little bristles on my face on both of them. Of these two, I think I like the Sigma one better. I like the density to it. I tend to use my 187 for blush more than for foundation. And this one's a little bit of a pink tinge too. You can see it actually on both of them a little bit. I like the density of this one better. So that's the 187. Then I have the SS168. This is the SS168. It's kind of hard to tell because it's such a light color. And this is my MAC 168. Okay, can you see the differences here? Let's see here. I have an idea. You see the differences? The Sigma one is definitely much taller as far as the bristles go, and the MAC one is shorter. They're both extremely soft again. They both shed again. I have hairs falling out of both of them, and they've both been used well. I will say of these ones, I like the shorter bristles on the regular MAC one. It has a little bit more density. The only downside I do say about the MAC one, is that it's harder for contour, which is one of the main purposes for getting this brush, because it is so wide, it actually spreads out more. Whereas the SS one does not do that as much. It stays a little bit more compact. So I do like, I would, if I had them both sitting, I would grab for my 168 a little bit more, but I like for the contouring, the thinness of the top of this one. So that's definitely a plus. Then let's see here. This is the SS190 foundation brush, and this is my MAC 190. The MAC one is a little bit wider at the top. It's really the only difference, but I will say the Sigma one is definitely denser through the top. Mine is also much older. I think this is one of the first brushes I ever bought. But I like them both. I think of these, I kind of like the Sigma one better because I actually don't do my foundation with this that often when I'm at home, and when I was away, I grabbed for this quite frequently. So that's kind of cool. Then I have the SS 109, which is this what it looks like, and then I have a MAC 109, and I have two of them. This is my newer MAC 109, so I want to compare them to my newest one because of the fact of the matter that my older MAC one is actually, I'll show it to you, it's more fluffed out. I've used it. Look how fluffy that is. You can definitely see how it fluffed out. So the SS 109 and the MAC 109. My MAC 109 is the worst shedding brush I've owned, but the Sigma one sheds too. So as far as these things, it is very comparable. I will say the MAC brush does flare out more, and this is thinner. The MAC brush to me is also much denser than the Sigma one, and I will say when I am using the Sigma one, I feel like it has too much play in it. Like, see how it's completely bending down? I can't do that with my MAC one. So of these two, I definitely like my MAC 109 better. Definitely favorite. Then let's see here. The next couple ones, I have the Sigma SS 224, which is the 224 blending brush, and then I have my MAC 224. Now, the MAC one is very slightly taller as far as the bristles go, but one thing I will say about the Sigma one is the bristles are much denser, which when you're blending can be helpful and can be a hindrance, because if they're too dense, it makes it difficult to give it a very diffused look, whereas the MAC one is a little bit softer and has more movement to it, so it can diffuse much better. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of lid space, then the Sigma one is definitely going to be better for you. But this would be a hard one for me to decide on. I love both of these brushes, so that's a hard one. I really like both of them. I don't find any fault in either one of them. Then I have the SS 252. Now, I do not own a 252. I have a 213, I think is what I have. Yeah, I have a 213, which doesn't compare. Of course it doesn't, or else they'd call it a 213. This is my SS 252. I only used this like twice. It's a decent brush. It's very dense. It's easy to work with. If you use minerals, this would be great. Mineral eyeshadows, this would be great because it's very good for packing on. Overall, I like the brush, but obviously I don't own it in the MAC one because I just didn't find any need for it in the MAC one. Came in this set, so of course I'll own it. Then I have the SS 239. This is what it looks like. The SS 239 is a short, very dense brush, and the 239 in MAC is actually it's a white goat hair one, but the SS 239, I will say, is much thicker. There are more bristles to it. It's almost more movement to it. Of these two, I totally prefer my regular MAC 239. This doesn't compare for me. Just doesn't. So that's that. Next one is the SS 275. I do not own a regular 275. This isn't a brush that I would use, but it is a angled eyeshadow brush, good for the crease. Then there is a SS 209, which is a lip brush. This is the one brush in this entire set I have not used at all. I don't use lip brushes. It is what it is. Then this is the SS 219. Now, I do not own a 219 because I actually love a brush that I have by Bare Essentials, Heavenly Liner Blending. I use this thing all the time. It's my favorite brush for eyeliner. Amazing. For using eyeshadow to line my under eye. I tried this. The only thing I would use this for is a crease brush, and quite honestly, guys, it is the most comparable thing to the Essence of Beauty crease brush. I don't find any need for the 219 in my daily ones, but it's nice to have in this. I will say I won't use it to line my eyes. I only use it in the crease when I'm away. So that's that one. Then I have the SS 266, which is a angled liner or eyebrow brush. I have been using this while I'm away for the eyeshadows on my under eye liner. I like it. It's a great brush. I own the regular 266. They're very, very similar. I will say the MAC one does not have as much bend to it. It's much denser. The SS one bends quite frequently back and forth. So I prefer my MAC one, but that's a great one for traveling. And then the last one is the SS 194. Again, I do not own MAC's 194 because I have two brushes that, sorry, my brushes are behind here, that I use for concealers. My favorite one is my Bare Essentials Maximum Coverage Concealer brush. And again, Essence of Beauty Concealer has a brush that is almost exactly the same as the MAC one. So I haven't found a need to purchase the MAC version yet, but I did use it quite frequently while I was away. It's a really nice concealer brush and it works well. So just to give you guys a little bit more information is I purchased this. I really like the set. I think it's great for travel. I think if you're someone who does not have the ability to get hold of MAC brushes or just doesn't want to spend the money on MAC brushes, these are phenomenal dupes. Like, I've tried Coastal Scents ones. I have tried, you know, going to the craft store and purchasing, you know, things that people said were dupes that way. And quite honestly, these are phenomenal dupes for the money. I believe the set without the brush roll is around $79. With the brush roll, I think it's around $86. You can also buy them in travel sets. You can buy individual brushes. My 109, my SS 109 I purchased as an individual. My SS 182, which, guys, I don't have that here with me. I left it at the house, at the summer house by mistake. But just to give you a comparison on that, nothing near it. My MAC 182 is very dense and very rounded and very soft, and it doesn't really shed on me. The SS 182 it's like way too fluffy. It's like this. It isn't dense enough for a kabuki, and the bristles don't hold the product well, and it sheds horribly. It makes the 109 look like it doesn't shed. So I definitely think if you're starting out and you want to try some brushes, but you don't want to invest in MAC brushes, because I believe this brush alone, the 150, I think this is around $50 for this one brush versus, so technically, let's put it this way, I could purchase either these two brushes from MAC, or I could have this entire set. So I definitely think if you don't own MAC brushes or you don't want to spend the money on MAC brushes, this is the way to go. It is a great option. They work well, and I'm glad to have them in my travel set. So I hope you found this review helpful. If there are any questions that I didn't touch base on, please post a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye.